Hey guys, I'm in New Orleans right now, cuddled up with this gorgeous and gigantic oak tree in City Park. Ooh, it's saying hi. You know, if you're connecting with trees, of course one of the ways is just to wait and see which one calls to you. And then you just go snuggle with it and send it some love. And it's interesting because a lot of times they'll start rustling. When I first was realizing this, I would walk through the woods and sing. And I sang because there were wild animals around and I didn't want to come up on anything unawares. So I would sing so I didn't accidentally walk up on something and freak it out. But I noticed that when I would start singing, the trees would start blowing. And when I would stop singing, the trees would stop blowing. And I experimented with it for a while. And it kept working. So, yeah. If you want to read books on connecting with things like that, I'd recommend The Secret Life of Plants, which was one of the monthly Magic Book Club books. And I know you guys have been asking me to start that up again. And so I think I'm gonna. I have another book or two picked out, but we shall see when it actually happens, because I'm very busy with long to-do lists, and sometimes they happen quicker than others. So I just wanted to shoot a little vlog about New Orleans because I'm here with my family this weekend. It was my mom's birthday yesterday. And when the women in my family have a birthday, we always come down here because just a month or two ago, my mom and I were talking about what to do for her birthday. And we thought, well, maybe we should go here, maybe we should go there. And then we just said, why do we pretend like we want to go anywhere other than New Orleans? Let's just always go to New Orleans. That's just what we do. So we're here and it's lovely. And my oldest ancestor that I know of came to Louisiana. He was a Moor stonemason, and he came here was going to come here when they made the Louisiana Purchase to help build. And he got captured as a slave, and there was this whole thing that happened, and then my family kept being stonemasons and then brick masons until a generation or two up from me, which explains a lot about my brain, I think. But when I come here to New Orleans, well, first off, it's one of the only cities in this nation where people actively still believe in magic. Like, it ain't no thing. It's just there and fine and whatever. So it adds another dimension, a real other dimension of reality to what goes on that I really enjoy. And this is one of those places that does feel like home to me, although like many other really powerful cities, I let New Orleans decide. I don't push myself on New Orleans. I wait until she invites me. I stay for as long as she welcomes me, and I leave when it's time for me to go because I respect it. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about how I travel. And it's not that I have a gajillion dollars in the bank, and it's not that I just up and go wherever I need to go, wherever I want to go. I wait for places to invite me. I wait for it to make logistical sense. I wait for synchronicities to guide me. And also, just so you know, those of you who might be thinking some things that I've gotten some feedback on lately, I could use my college degrees and make a CV and do a resume and go have a job and make plenty more money than I do and have a lovely little life somewhere, secular, and I would wither and I would shrivel up and I would get depressed and probably get some weird illness, and that's how it would be because I'm not meant to do that. And it's one of those things that comes back to me every so often because it's not easy to live this life. I'm sure after I'm gone and no longer in this place, there will be a whole type of career structure that's whatever it is that I and others like me are making right now. But as of right now, we're kind of carving it out as we go. So coming to places like this where I do feel nurtured and sheltered and loved just by the land. The land consciousness is different than human consciousness. And I love some of you guys. I know some of you guys send me your love, and I do feel it, and I do appreciate it. But I also do feel it when other stuff comes in. It's not always easy putting yourself out there, especially somewhere like the internet, where there are all kinds of different energies, all kinds of different people. It takes a lot of trust. Ooh, here's something symbolic for you. Check this guy out. Here's a cicada sleeve where he used to be. You see him? Right there? Isn't he cool? See, they split the back and walk out. And I do definitely feel like I'm in a period of transition and metamorphosis and transmutation right now, and I'm sure you guys understand that. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So what I want to do with this vlog is, other than showcase these gorgeous wisdom keepers here, I wanted to just chat with you guys and tell you what's going on for me. And I have various stuff coming up this year. The way that I decide what I'm going to do is I look at what's calling, look at what people are asking for, And then I schedule it, and I book the thing and whatever, and I price it out and see how much it'll cost, and then I decide how much it will cost attendees to come. And sometimes I end up doing the stuff because people register. Sometimes time goes by and people don't register, so I cancel it. It's just kind of whatever seems to be wanted of me. See that right there? That I would call a fairy house. Isn't it sweet? Little hole going into the tree. This thing is so huge. Oh, and there's a hook right here. Someone hung something from. So yeah, if you're called to go to places, if you're called to do stuff and go to places, then just start making the plan and see if you're supported. Sometimes I make plans, like I said, sometimes I make plans I have to cancel them because it doesn't work. Sometimes I don't expect to do something, and then a week or two ahead of time I get the call and I go and do it, and it works. And none of us truly know what we're doing. If someone claims to know what they're doing, don't believe them. They probably don't know. So, yeah. But when in doubt, get quiet, go into nature. I know I say that a lot, but it's because it works a lot, often and powerfully. Thanks for hanging out with me during this time. I don't really have any big plans about what I'm going to say in this video, so let me see. What else wants to be spoken about? Oh, what a lovely little tree chair to sit on. This feels like a fairy spot. Ways to spot fairies. Moss, ivy, funny little things that seem like they're made for small people. I'm working on starseed wilding. Thank you so much for your patience, those of you who have been patiently waiting since I first started it. Basically, Starseed Wilding is going to be the third book in the Starseed series. The first one was Journal of a Starseed. The second one was Instruction of a Starseed, and you can get both those on Amazon. The first one you can also get on Kindle. And Starseed Wilding is about the fairy realm, when I learned that that was real, which is after I had my ET awakening, which was very interesting, the fairy thing. And also about shadow integration. The dark side of us. It's not going out. You think we're a microcosm of this whole planet, so anything you don't like going on out there is going on in here too. All the more reason to integrate. All the more reason to make sure that you're doing the best you can to love yourself, to love all your sides, not just the parts of you that are easy to love because they're pretty or nice or whatever it may be. But the parts of you that may be impatient, that may be judgmental, that may be uncaring, or whatever the other things are you would judge. Yeah. Or that ever have been, because one thing I've learned about us, and we are all old souls, and there aren't many of us that this is our first time here on earth, I'll tell you that. We've done all of it. We've done the most glorious, beautiful things, and we've done the most horrible things that we can think of in this life or others. And when it comes down to it, all we can do is do the best that we can, here and now. I'm very grateful over and over in this life that this is a lifetime where I can do beautiful things and where I can feel love and where I can feel hope and do the healing stuff for myself, for others, and for the planet. So yeah. Let's see, what else? Okay, well, in February, I'm going to California, and I'm going to be doing a goddess event there, and I'm going to be doing a Sedona. There's a secret Sedona tour coming on February the 10th, Saturday, and it's still open today, today is January the 13th. Yeah, because yesterday was my mom's birthday. So January the 13th. I'm probably going to shut it down next week because I like to keep it small, and also because I want to have time to talk to everyone before the actual event and get to know you guys who are coming. And it's going to happen on February 10th, and then after that I'm going over to California, and I'm going to see a play on the 17th that my cousin is starring in called Othello. You guys know that Shakespeare play, which I've never actually read, so I got to make sure that I read it before I see it, because whenever I watch Shakespeare, it takes me a little while to switch my brain over to understand what they're saying in the Shakespeare language. So yeah, I'm going to do that. That's the 17th. And after that, I'm probably going to go back to the East Coast and then do travel again in, I don't know, I think March. I don't know, you guys. Look on my website and see. Honestly, I don't remember. Right now, I kind of stepped away because a lot is changing in my life, and I'm in one of those rewrite periods again. So this weekend is a chance for me just to get very quiet and to ask what's wanted of me. Ask the world, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to love you best? How do you want me to serve you best? Because that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Serve the world, serve you guys, love you guys, and also live myself, of course, and provide for myself in a way that works, which is always shifting and changing, and that's okay. So anyways, sending you guys lots and lots of love from gorgeous New Orleans, and the trees and the park and all the things, and maybe I'll see some of you soon. And for whether or not I see you in the physical or in the astral realm or just on the computer, it's always my intention that you be blessed, you be healed, you be loved, you be cradled by your reality, and that you also cradle and love your reality, and that you do things that make you glow and that make all of this glow. So you guys, lots of love from New Orleans. Take care. Bye.